Alrighty, so as promised, I'm gonna go right off the bat. Here I am back with another Legacy Collection review. This time on the Isla Sorna Expedition Pack, featuring Dieter Stark, a new Lost World Tiger Stripe Velociraptor, and a few compies and a brand new vehicle. Yet again, another great looking vehicle set that we finally have in our collection of Lost World Jurassic Park figures that is slowly building up. Taking a look at the package, it has that very good Jurassic World Legacy Collection logo that has really never changed. It's literally the same logo, and that's good. But of course, the backdrop is basically the exact Redwoods backdrop aesthetic from the Lost World. Looks accurate to how it should be. Isla Sorna Expedition Pack. Again, layout is the new 2024 layout. Side to side, Jurassic World logo. Again, on the bottom, really nothing special. I'm not going to go over that. But here is the back. Going to go ahead and get it all in frame. But here's the back, showcasing the Jurassic World logo again. The action features of what the vehicle can do. Dieter Stark, and then the Lost World Raptor right here. And then also including compies and what it can obviously do. But yeah, like I said about the Barry figure, when it comes to the packaging, it's gone to a lot more of a simple aesthetic. Like nothing too fancy like the Dino Trackers ones or the previous ones beforehand. But regardless, simplicity is always effective in my case. Gotta take a look at the whole package. Let's go ahead and get every bit of this out of the package and take a closer look. Alright, so we got Dieter Stark, the Velociraptor, and its compies, and the InGen transport vehicle out of the package. That's why I'm going to call this vehicle the InGen transport vehicle, because I don't know what the actual name is. But regardless, what else do I need to say other than this is a really good set? Because it's just a really good pack, because of course, anything for the Lost World Jurassic Park is just every bit as good as you can think when it comes to Mattel's like figures that have been releasing so far. And despite the corners cut with most of their dinosaurs in terms of releasing these legacy sets with these particular movie characters from Lost World, and I'm not sure about Jurassic Park 3 yet. I mean, they have made Jurassic Park 3 figures in the past in the Legacy Collection lineup, but I don't want to rant up too much about it. So I'm going to take a look at the Dieter Stark figure first. And as you can see, his likeness to Peter Stormare is basically on point. Wouldn't see any inaccuracies on it. I definitely see his likeness. So he looks pretty good. The hair is also nicely detailed. Again, for a mainline figure, it definitely does have some good bit of detailing on him. His attire looks every bit as accurate as you can think. He's got his belt, which is a separate piece, not sculpted in. And it does have a clamp to which you can hold his taser, which is right here. His taser is also nicely detailed. Looks like how it looks like on the film. He can hold it, so just put him on his hand. There we go. Of course, the way his arms are sculpted in, well, his whole attire, everything is sculpted in just nicely. And how he looks from the film. Although I would admit there would have been a lot darker colors used, of course. I don't know. Maybe because I'm just seeing things differently. But overall, he does look fairly accurate to how he looks in the film. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But who cares? I definitely do like how this figure looks. And I don't think the boots are painted in at all. They were almost the same color as his pants. But of course, corners cut is what I've been seeing mostly on these Mattel figures. But at the same time, I don't care as long as the figure looks like the character from the film. And it does. And yeah, really just an overall very good figure. Another good figure in the lineup. This is literally our second Dieter Stark figure, because the first one that came out was all the way back in 1997 when the Kenner toy line was around. And that figure matched more of his video game counterpart than it did Dieter Stark in the actual film. But you already get the deal. This is a really good figure, and a much more faithful, supposedly faithful figure of Peter Stormare as Dieter Stark. Much better than the Kenner version. But the Kenner version is still nice, it's got its charm, so that figure is just great. And then we take a look at the Raptor. Again, same Raptor sculpt that we just literally looked at the Barry set, but it's also a repack or repaint of the Raptor that came in Jurassic World Dominion, which is Raptor Blue, the standard one. And also the Raptor that I think also came in that truck set. And then it also came in the kitchen set in the Legacy Collection with Lex and Tim. Again, I love this sculpt. This sculpt is so nice and so appealing. Though I will say the paint job on this is definitely lacking. This is more lackluster than the 2022 release of the Legacy Collection Velociraptor that was supposed to be like the Lost World one. Like that one. And then they re-released it again for the Epic Evolution sets. Or at least the current Jurassic World toy line. They re-released that same Raptor. And I think there was supposed to be some differences. I'm not sure, but I would say this is a lot more lackluster in terms of paint, but at the same time, the way this Raptor looks, this looks really nice. Like, regardless of the lackluster quality, I really like this paint job, and yeah. So I don't have to go over too much of the Raptor. Move that aside, move Dieter aside, and I'm moving the COMPIES aside because I went over the COMPIES numerous times. Just trying to make sure freaking Dieter doesn't fall over. But let's take a look at the engine transport vehicle. Pretty nice vehicle in the same colors as Roland's vehicle. And that's like that was released during Dominion's timeline. Basically, another good looking engine capture vehicle. It's also got this nicely sculpted in winch, even though I wish there was an option to not have it sculpted in. I mean, it would have been very nice. It also got the stickers of its headlights right here, looking really good. The engine decal on the doors and the front engine right here, really nice. It's a nicely detailed vehicle. It's got the opening doors, as you always should for a Mattel vehicle. Opening doors is a plus. And then at the back, I was gonna go just turn it around and seeing the different paint job on it. Also, the taillights are also stickers too. And it's got this transport portion, this cage portion, which can open right here. And you place the Raptor. Oh, knocked over Dieter, but you know, you can place the Raptor up on the top right here, and it goes in place. But also, this lifts up like that. As you can see, there it is, lifted up like that. That's just one of the few things that this vehicle could do. Getting it down. Oh, that's how it gets down. I don't know actually how to actually put it down, unless I'm not trying to constantly force it down. But again, it's a really nice feature that the vehicle would come with, and of course, Raptor just fits on there on the top just nicely. Let's go ahead and open that door and take a look at the inside of the vehicle to see if there's anything to look at. Of course, the vehicle's got its steering wheel, and it does move, and it's supposedly nicely sculpted from the inside. You can take a look at it. You know what? I got an idea. Hold on a second. Lumos. There we go. I got my illuminating wand here to take a look at the inside. As you can see, it's nicely sculpted in the inside. Yeah, basically that's the inside of the vehicle. Looks pretty nice all around. You can see more of that detailing from the inside. Yeah. That's the seats. That backside is supposed to be the mechanism that controls the top part. And yeah, that's basically it for the inside and how that looks. By the way, if you haven't seen my review on this particular wand, which is a very nostalgic wand, I highly recommend you check it out. There you go. Also, this right here, this barrier right here on the window, it does not come open. It's just stuck like that as far as I'm concerned. Gonna go ahead and put Dieter inside this car. Well, yeah, he does fit inside the vehicle, of course. And if I were to compare it to another vehicle, here is the previously released engine vehicle here. Yeah, you can see that they're almost the same paint job as well. Like, they go really good together. They match really well. And also, here's Roland over here for good measure. With the weapon that I gave him, which is the weapon that came with Barry. Might as well go ahead and get Dieter out of the car. And yeah, that's the comparison right there. Alrighty, so this is the Lost World Jurassic Park Tiger Stripe Velociraptors through the years. We have the 2018 release, the 2020, god darn, I forgot when because I haven't been keeping up. I'm just going to assume 2020 or 2021. But we got that particular version. It's not even from the Legacy Collection, but it still counts as a Tiger Stripe Raptor. And then we got the 2022 release right here, which is at the point the weakest rendition released, and it's been re-released in the newest wave of figures. And then now we have our latest 2024 rendition, which you can definitely tell how the difference in the paint job is definitely showing. Like, we got the 2018 version, which definitely had a variety of paint all around. But the only flaw with this one is really just the way the stripes are implemented. It's just pretty much a very splotchy looking mess on the top, but it's overall still a pretty good looking Raptor. And yeah, to this dang day, this is still one of my favorite figures. I really love the Leaping Velociraptor. But, oh, sorry, that thing just fell over. The legs got warped for keeping them in storage for so long, but as you can tell, this is the Can Cretaceous version. It's still a really good looking Tiger Stripe Velociraptor. While it's, I mean, I don't know if it's really supposed to be called that anyway, but at the same time, it's got colors that just resemble that Raptor. And yeah, just an overall really good looking Velociraptor that matches that. And there was a variation where the stripes were a lot darker, I think. Maybe they were. But then we got this one, which I already reviewed. I've reviewed all of these figures at this point. And the sculpt is just weird, but at the same time, it does have a good head. I mean, my thoughts are still the same on this figure, so I don't really have that much of an issue with it, but it's still got a very chunky body. And this is the Raptor here. Again, really good sculpt. Really, the sculpt of the paint is so lacking. The one thing I do like, I forgot to mention this, but I really do like the way this part is on here, on the Raptor. Overall, really good looking representation of how the Lost World Raptor would look like. Though at the same time, just an overall very huge, lacking portions everywhere around the body. It's just basically a very basic looking figure. But yeah, that's all the Tiger Stripe Raptors throughout the years. Also, we have 4 Lost World exclusive figures so far, and they're all from Legacy Collection, of course. But now we have 4. We're getting really close. All we need is Nick, Eddie, Kelly. Who the heck else? Oh yeah, Peter Ludlow. We need more. Can't wait for more of those figures. Honestly, I'm really excited for more Lost World stuff from the Legacy Collection, so it's getting much better. Alrighty, so here's a comparison to the Kenner version of Dieter Stark versus the Mattel version. Now you can clearly see the huge difference on how Dieter in the Kenner line matches his video game counterpart, or any counterpart that's unlike Dieter Stark from the actual film. And just like the Ian Malcolm figure, he also had it sculpted on machete. Seriously though, it's still a pretty good figure. Like, it doesn't really matter much about like the inaccuracies on this toy, but it's just a really damn good figure. But still, accuracy all the dang way. I really like this Dieter Stark figure. They're both good figures, but as far as I'm concerned, yeah, the new one wins in just movie accuracy. Alrighty, so I'm going to end this review off of the Jurassic World Legacy Collection Isla Sorna Expedition Pack. Definitely a nice set. It's still so great to keep getting more human vehicle sets with dinosaurs, of course. And like specifically for certain movies like the Lost World Jurassic Park, I really can't wait to see if they have more of these types of vehicles, or at least more of these types of like movie sets coming soon, because I'm looking forward to more Lost World and possibly more Jurassic Park 3 stuff on the way. It's just been so nice that they've been finally releasing these types of figures and all that stuff. And it's really good that we have a new Dieter Stark figure. Definitely like it way more than a Kenner version. And yeah, overall, just a nice vehicle set. And of course, even if the Raptor right here is lackluster in terms of paint, I still really do think this figure is pretty nice. Again, I really like that sculpt. I'm never going to really get tired of it. So that's basically it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will be seeing you guys later.